Chapter 56. Select 300 strong warriors, arm them with daggers and cutlasses, and hide them outside the tent. When I break a cup, they must all rush in and slice Jiang Ziya and his generals to mincemeat. In addition, Deng Zhougong ordered General Zhao Sheng to wait in the left camp with General Sun Yanhong in the right camp, ready to charge upon hearing cannon fire from the headquarters. He ordered General Tai Luan and his son, Deng Xiu, to meet Jiang Ziya and his generals at the camp gate, and Deng Changyu to help the ambush. With all preparations made, Deng Zhougong waited patiently for the day to come. After seeing off General Tai Luan, Jiang Ziya said to Krakukanda, "We can win if we handle the situation like this." Time passed swiftly, and the day of the wedding was already upon them. Jiang Ziya ordered Yang Jian to accompany him secretly, using his power of transformation. He chose 50 strong soldiers to carry the wedding presents and ordered Xing Jia, Xing Nian, Tai Din, and Hong Yao to act as his attendants, all carrying concealed weapons. He also ordered Thunderbolt to attack the enemy from the left and Nangong Kuo from the right. Jingjia, Mujia, and Dragon-Beard Tiger were to lead the reinforcements and help seize the bride. The Zhou troops secretly left the city and took up their positions. In the Shang camp, Deng Zhougong told his daughter, "Your marriage to Earth Traveler Sun is only a plot to seize Jiang Ziya. I've already ordered that all our generals take necessary measures. Arm yourself and be ready." Deng Changyu did as she was told. Deng Zhougong then ordered his men to lay carpets and decorate the camp for the arrival of Jiang Ziya. In West Qi City, Jiang Ziya called Earth Traveler Sun over. "I'll take you with me to the Shang camp. As soon as you hear the roar of cannons, enter the back camp and carry Miss Deng away with you. Stay on the alert." Jiang Ziya waited until noon and then ordered Sun Yisheng to set out first. The Supreme Minister immediately left the city and marched directly toward the Shang camp. He was met by General Tai Luan, and at the news of his arrival, Deng Zhougong also came out to welcome him. "We're pleased that you've agreed to the marriage. Prime Minister Jiang will be here soon with your son-in-law and the wedding presents. I've been sent to inform you of the arrangements." Sang Yisheng said, "I must thank you for your unstinting service. If it's all right with you, let's wait here for the Prime Minister." Deng Zhougong suggested, "How dare we trouble you, Commander?" "Oh, it's our pleasure, Minister." They waited for a long time before Deng Zhougong saw the Prime Minister on his nondescript horse, approaching in the distance with a train of 50 unarmed carriers. He was secretly delighted. When he saw Deng Zhougong and Sun Yisheng waiting for him, Jiang Ziya hurriedly dismounted. Deng walked forward to meet him. "Please pardon me for not meeting you further away. I've long esteemed your great virtue. I'm most fortunate that heaven has destined that we meet today." Jiang Ziya reciprocated, returning the bow. As Krakukanta moved forward, Deng Zhougong asked, "Who's that gentleman?" "This is Krakukanta, Earth Traveler Sun's master." Jiang Ziya answered. Deng Zhougong bowed. "I'm very pleased to meet you. I've admired you for a long time." When the courtesies had been completed, they entered the camp gate and took their seats. Jiang Ziya saw that tables had been laid for a feast, and the camp was well decorated with silks and flowers. Nevertheless, he could clearly sense an aura of death filling the air. He signaled to Earth Traveler Sun and his generals with his eyes, and they all entered the tent to greet Deng Zhougong. "Carry the presents in," Jiang Ziya ordered. Deng Zhougong received the list of presents and was reading it over when Xing Jia quietly lit the fuse of a large cannon hidden within a box. At the earth-shaking explosion, Deng Zhougong looked up as Jiang's carriers surged toward the tent, drawing their hidden weapons as they ran. It was already too late to repel them. Deng Zhougong fled with Tai Luan and Deng Xiu close behind him. The Zhou soldiers, lying in ambush on all sides, charged at the camp, their shouts reverberating through the air. Earth Traveler soon fought his way to the back camp, while Jiang Ziya and his men mounted their horses and plunged into battle. How could Deng's 300 warriors stand against them? By the time Deng Jiogong had mounted his horse and returned, the camp was already in chaos. Hearing the cannon fire, General Zhao Shen tried to fight his way over from the left camp, and General Sun Yanhong attempted to break through from the right. But they were intercepted by Xing Jia and Xing Mian. Deng Chanyu could not help her father, as she was battling with Earth Traveler Sun. The two sides remained locked in a bitter struggle. Thunderbolt and Nangong Kuo unexpectedly joined the attack from the left and right, encircling the whole Sham army. When Jingjia and Mujia also joined in, Deng Jiogong realized that his position was hopeless and began to retreat. Deng Chanyu saw her father and his generals flee, and she also took flight to the south. Earth Traveler knew well that she was skilled in throwing stones. He cast a celestial binding rope and bound her up tightly. She fell from her horse and was taken at once. The Zhou troops chased Deng Jiogong for over 50 li, before Jiang Ziya ordered that they retire to West Qi City. Deng Jiogong halted at the foot of Mount Qi to gather the remnants of his army, and only then found that though Tai Luan, Deng Xiu, and Zhao Shen were still with him, his dear daughter Chen Yu was missing. He was filled with deep remorse. He had plotted to catch Jiang Ziya, but instead fallen straight into Jiang's trap. Back in West Qi City, Jiang Ziya took his seat in the Silver Security Hall. His generals reported one by one their deeds of the day. When the report was over, Jiang said to Krakukanda, "As it's an auspicious date today, we should marry those two, don't you think? I'm of the same opinion. The matter cannot be delayed." Jiang Ziya ordered Earth Traveler Sun, "Go with Miss Deng Chanyu to the back chamber. Today, you'll become husband and wife. I'll speak with you further tomorrow." Jiang Ziya told a maidservant to lead Deng Chanyu to the back chamber and attend to all her needs. Deng Chanyu was overcome with shyness and shed silent tears on her way to the back chamber. Jiang Ziya and his generals meanwhile celebrated the marriage with a wedding feast. When Miss Deng Chanyu was assisted into the bridal chamber, Earth Traveler Sun went up to meet her. At his pleased smile, she only wept in silence. When Sun tried to comfort her, she swore at him furiously. "You damned fool! You betrayed your master for the sake of personal glory. What kind of man are you?" Earth Traveler Sun, however, answered gently with a smile. "Though you're worth 1,000 taels of gold, I'm no ordinary man either. It's no degradation for you to marry me. Besides, if you'll remember, I healed your wound. Your father did promise that our wedding was to take place as soon as King Wu had been assassinated, and the army returned in victory. That is widely known to all. In order to arrange the marriage, Sun Yisheng called on your father, and he promised to let us wed today. Afraid that your father might change his mind, Prime Minister Jiang was well prepared to help us marry as destined by fate. Don't be so obstinate about it, sister. My father's promise was only a trick to deceive the Prime Minister. Now that the plan has failed, I'm ready to meet my death." "You're wrong, sister. How could your father regard our marriage as a joke? You may make a joke of anything, but not the marriage of a man and woman. I'm a member of Chan Taoism, but I was unfortunately deceived by Shen Gongbao. When I was seized by my master, he rebuked me for my attempt to assassinate King Wu and Prime Minister Jiang. They intended to cut my head off, but I told them that your father had promised me your hand, and it was only because of this that I had secretly entered West Qi City as an assassin. My master then made a divination and told the Prime Minister, this fellow's destined by fate to marry Deng Chanyu. They'll both be ministers of the Zhou court in the future. So they forgave me and sent Sun Yisheng to see your father T0 arrange the marriage. Sister, if it weren't destined by heaven, how could your father have made the promise, and how could you have been brought here now? In addition, King Zhou is so cruel that everyone is forsaking him for King Wu. In successive expeditions against West Qi, the Mo brothers, Grand Tutor Wen, and the immortals from 13 places have all met death. The will of heaven is clear, and the right path is obvious. The struggle of your father and his handful of soldiers will be totally in vain. He should follow the ancient proverb that says, a virtuous minister should choose a good master to serve, just as a bird carefully chooses the tree in which it will roost. You may be obstinate, but the whole army knows you're already my wife. Please think it over, sister. Deng Chanyu lowered her head in silence. Seeing her attitude soften, Earth Traveler Sun moved closer and urged. Think about it, sister. You're like an exotic, heavenly flower of dazzling beauty, while I'm from the dragon-squeezing mountain. We were widely separated before, but how lucky I am today to get close to you. He tried to touch her and pull her close, but she blushed scarlet and pushed him away. That may be so, but you can't be so rough. I'll ask my father tomorrow. It won't be too late to consummate the marriage then. Already highly aroused, Earth Traveler Sun stepped forward. He tried to take her in his arms, but she resisted with all her might. It's a lucky hour and lucky day. Don't let it pass in vain. Sun begged. He tried to loosen her clothes. Deng Chanyu continued to resist, but she had not the strength to fight him off. Before long, she was panting and perspiring, and her aching arms went limp. Sun seized the chance to tuck his right hand under her shirt and break its tie.